For all the other NAIA fans watching, we're here with Coach Drew Stutts, the head coach of Freed-Hardeman University from Henderson, Tennessee. FHU is the #1 seed in the Naismith Quadrant. They enter the national tournament after winning the Mid-South Conference tournament for the 4th time in a row. They were also the Mid-South Conference regular season champions, and they have a 29-1 overall record. They return to the national tournament after 2 straight NAIA Fab Four appearances, including winning the national championship in 2004. Coach, thanks for doing this today.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the 3-year run that you guys are on?
Pretty incredible, to be honest. I took just a moment after winning the Mid-South tournament, a couple weekends ago, and tried to tell the guys, when you're in it, you really don't realize what you're doing a lot of times because it's just that practice, that game, that moment. But every once in a while, you got to kind of hit pause and you got to say, wow, what we're doing is really special. And I'm just super happy for them. The work ethic, this team, the teams, and all the guys that have contributed over the last 3 years. It's been an incredible run. And when you're in it, you're really not focused or looking at big picture. You're just worried about that day.
That's kind of the point of coaching. That's one of the things you're trying to get everybody to do, is just get focused on. Yeah.
So, when you have a moment to step back and you think, man, we've won, close to 30 games now, 3 years in a row, and, a lot of good fortune, a lot of hard work, and something I'm extremely proud of. Yeah.
So for other fans who might be watching that don't know very much about our team, tell them one thing that you're most proud of about your team, or what the one thing you're most known, you want to be known for.
Yeah. As far as this team in particular, our defense is just incredible. I challenged these guys at the beginning of the year to raise the standard. And when you say that and you've been to back-to-back Fab Fours and you won a national championship, you think, raise the standard. But that was the purpose, was like, hey, we're not trying to be who somebody else was or live up to what they were. We just want to be the best version of ourselves. And I told somebody before the season started, I said, this could be our best team we've ever had. Of course, everybody's like, are you sure? But really, I thought we had great balance to this team, offensively and defensively. But if you look at what we've done this year defensively, #1 in the nation in field goal percentage, #1 in the nation in three-point field goal percentage, #1 in the nation in turnovers forced per game, 21. That's just that's unheard of. That's unheard of. And so what we're doing defensively is super special. We got a really good offensive team as well. But the energy and the effort and the focus that these guys have had to buy in and allow us to coach them, because we've coached them. And sometimes that's been hard, that's been hard, but they've received that well. And so I'm excited for them, the success. But one thing in particular would just be our overall defense this year.
Conversely to that, leading scorer this year, first team all conference, was Phil Horton. So just talk about him, what makes him special.
Yeah, Phil sat on my couch 5 years ago, and we made the decision to redshirt that year. And I could tell he was a little disappointed. And I said, Phil, 5 years from now, you're going to be thankful that you got this year. I know it's hard in the moment, but I promise you this is the right decision for you. And, Phil and I have a unique relationship. Off the court, we love each other to death. On the court, I'm on his butt 24/7. You're going to hear me say his name more than anybody else's. But the work ethic, the time, the energy, the effort that he's put in over the last 5 years has just been incredible. He's totally transformed his body, his game. And I could not be prouder or happier for him to receive that recognition because he's earned it. He's earned it. So he still drives me crazy time to time, and that's okay.
Seems like the best players do.
They do at times. And he's a unique guy and a guy that I'll always love. And I'm going to enjoy these last, hopefully, 6 games with him.
Okay. Something they kept mentioning during the broadcast of the conference tournament, we've only won all the games we won this year. Only one was less than 10 points. So is that something you focused on, thought about, an accident?
Somebody told me that at some point, and I really hadn't paid close attention to it. That Bethel game, the championship was the first time we won a game by single digit this year, and we led by 20 plus in that game. But we've played in some close games that there in the last 5 minutes we've kind of taken off and took control over. So it's not like we've led by double digits every game the entire year. But I do think it's a credit to our guys to putting 40 minutes together and continuing to play hard in our depth. And so, credit to them for continuing to play. Every once in a while you'll catch an interview from a coach and you'll say, well, it's not really how the game went, but you got to play for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You got to play for 40 minutes. That's how long the game lasts. And so if it winds up being 20, it's 20. If it's 5, it's 5. So that kind of rubs me the wrong way because you're not giving us the credit of continuing to play the entire game. But that's fine. And, we're just going to continue to play hard for 40 minutes and live with the results.
So now you've got Governor State tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm.
I know you scouted them, asking for any game plan secrets or anything.
Yeah.
But tell us one thing about that game. What can we look forward to?
You can look forward to seeing a really good team. Typically, you look at these games and you say, it's a 16 seed playing a 1 seed. That's not the case. And this is not a shot at the NAIA or anybody else. They are not a 16 seed.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at RPI and all their metrics, they're 22-7. Top 70 RPI.
Regular season conference champions.
Regular season conference champs. There's easily 5 or 6 teams on paper that are a lot poorer than they are, which is frustrating, to be honest with you, because I think they're a really good team.
Yeah.
They are not a 16 seed team. They were seeded that way because of travel and other things that are taken into account, and I understand that. But, this is a good team. You don't win 22 games and win your conference tournament, and so they can really defend. They got multiple guys that can score, and there will be no overlooking them or thinking they're walking in here as a 16 and we're a 1, because at the beginning of the game we're going to look up better at the scoreboard, and I'm pretty sure it's going to say 0-0. And so whether we've won 100 games in a row and they ain't won 1, doesn't matter. It's 40 minutes of your best basketball right now, and so we're going to play with an edge and absolutely be ready to go.
Okay. Well, really appreciate you doing this today. Good luck tomorrow, and just like you said, take a moment to enjoy
Absolutely.
Everything that's going on in the big picture.
We're trying. We're trying right now, so I appreciate it, Vince.
Thank you.